Good evening, everyone.
Howdo!
Hey, Kate's first.
Hello, Kate. What are you saying?
It's all right, they're going out. Chris wants to do some light trails or whatever you call them. I don't know. So
apparently on live.
Yes, I guess that much. So yeah, they're not been gone all that long. So he hasn't been nowhere today, only down to his local Asda. So that's Callum wrecking joint. So yes, hello, Kate. You're the only one here at the moment. So you I thought that's all right. I thought Chris were getting me up on his phone, saying hello and goodbye.
Not yet. I'll sort my stuff out, making sure I don't forget now.
All right. Have you done your checklist? So yes, I had a delivery over the weekend. Plus, I had a delivery of something that Mr. P had sent for me, which we refer to as
wooden vibrator.
A wooden vibrator, and that's what you call a tamper. So yes, it's a funny looking object. But having said that, hiya Bella, how are you? Yes, me wooden. Hiya Adrian, how are you? So yes, so that came at the weekend. So I have downloaded actually something that I can try it out with. So if you're wondering what it is, I've downloaded custard tarts. So yeah, so I'm going to have a go at custard tarts, and basically Bella says I'm frightened. It's called a tamper, Bella.
Not a tampon.
Yeah. So that is the shape of, you know, the muffin trays that I've got. That is that shape. So basically, when you make something like tarts, instead of sort of rolling your pastry out and using a pastry cutter, you basically just tear a ball of pastry off, put it in your tin, and then Hi, Mike. So basically, it comes out like that, perfectly shaped to your tin, without the need for rolling out and using a pastry cutter. So basically, it saves all the faff, and you just, as someone say, just tear a ball of pastry off, put it in the tin, and then you press that down, and it comes out perfectly shaped to your tin. So yes, so that's that. Hiya, Gordo. It looks like something else. Yes, it does do, and Chris referred to it as one, but that's the proper name for it. It's a tamper, TAMPER. So yes, it is. I mean, for such a simple thing, it's a clever invention. So it's basically to save you having to roll all your pastry out, cut it out with a cutter. So it's just one thing and bosh, bish bash bosh. So yes, so that's that. So if you're wondering why Chris is saying hire and buyer, they're going out filming. He wants to do the light trail. He's only going Dark Road. Yeah, Dark Road. So yes. So
down yonder.
But obviously, I mean, custard tart things, they'll be using the big end. I don't really know what use that is. I know if you're using mini tarts or whatever, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah. Have you got everything? Okie dokie then. Bella says she's going to empty washer. So yeah, so
got a bloke to do that for you.
what setting are you going to use Pixie's channel? What settings are you using?
On me what? What?
Because I told them you're doing light trails.
I think now. Put me on the spot here. I don't know yet till I get down there till I know what's what. I'll be doing 2 seconds at whatever I figure out camera wise. I know it'll be 2 second shot though.
Yeah.
That's as far as I get at the moment.
So
until I work out when it's what when I get down there.
Yeah.
Bye all.
See you shortly.
Au revoir.
I'm Judge. You've just missed Chris. He's just gone out.
I am Judge. Bye, I'm Judge.
Or he's just going out. Let's just say. So yes. So did anyone see the film that Chris did for me when I made the strawberry mousse? He didn't actually do a film of me making them. He did a film after I'd made them. So yeah, but he wanted to do that because I've got a new intro. Hiya, Johnny, how are you? So yeah, so I was just wondering if people had watched it and what they thought of it. It is in the group. It is in the baking group. And it were like, after I'd made them and put the decorations and everything on, basically, it decided to do some filming and do it from this angle, do it from that angle. So we made like a little bit of a short film for it. Like what it... Oh, that's good, Johnny. So yeah, so I wondered if you'd seen it and wondered what you thought about it. So he's actually gone now, Gordo. So I mean, I think he's got his phone with him. If you want to message him, you know what I mean. Oh. He was taking my Google Home Mini from my bedroom upstairs. It wasn't me. So, yeah, basically, it's just left Gordo. So if you want to advise him, yeah, message him. Oh, Mike says he's still hauling grass with me tractor. So yeah. Some as I say, yeah, it's all right. My phone's down here, Johnny. I'll just get ready. But oh dear, is that good? Is that bad? It was in. He said hello right at the very beginning, Amjad. Oh, you don't get on. Oh. But right, basically, when I made the mousses, I made one of Chris's absolute. Oh, Amjad? He said he had a phone call. I knew we were in right at the very beginning. Over the weekend, when I made these strawberry mousses, I also made one of Chris's favourites, and it was strawberry and white chocolate muffins. And I must say, they went down a treat. And also, hiya, Jamie, how are you? Yes, but he's not here at the moment. You've just missed him, Scott. Jamie. Scott. What? He's gone out only for a short while to do some light trails with the camera. But yes, that's what I made over the weekend. So yeah, and I must say they've gone down a treat. Even Callum likes them. So, ooh, that's looking very nice. Is that a It's amazing what a difference it makes. So yeah, hang on a minute. I've just got to turn volume, brightness down on my phone before I show anyone. Otherwise, you can't see anything. So yeah, I'll just show everybody the pictures that Johnny's just sent me. The top one is before and the bottom one is after. So yeah, the top one is a before picture and the bottom two are afterwards. So it's made a whole lot of difference, hasn't it? So yeah, but I think I like that grey flooring. So yeah, so same as I say, I made the chocolate chip muffins, the chocolate chip cookies and the jammy dodgers the other day. Boom, they were gone just like that. So at the weekend, same as I say, I wanted to do something different as regards after a Sunday lunch. You know, we're either having something with custard or something we are, you know what I mean? So I thought, I know, I've got all the ingredients. You have a question for us all. Hiya, Richard, how are you? Pardon me. That's it. Well, that's not bad. You've got a new floor for £17.50. So go on then, go do it with the question.
You can ask me about lots of things, especially weather and travel.
Did you hear that? Who is Pete and why do we keep doing things for his sake? Pete's sake. Sorry. Did you hear Google? It's not hiding anywhere, Richard. It's actually gone to do some light trails. So it's not hiding anywhere, but you just like literally missed him. It's just this minute walk through the door. Oh, I like them, you know, like that look like tiles. Did you let my Google go off even though I'm downstairs? So as I say, when Gordo says I have a question, that's when it parked in. It says you can ask me any questions. Oh, touch up mosaics. Some choco chip cookies don't even get to cool before. Yeah. The same here, Jamie. You know what I mean? They were actually are when I made them. And as soon as they come through the door, they go, oh, you've been making cookies. You've been making cookies. Can I have one? And I went, get through the door first. You know what I mean? They hadn't even walked through the door 2 minutes. And they were wanting some cookies already. So, you know, I says, they've just come out the oven. I says, so they'll be red hot. And Chris says, well, that don't matter. I like them warm anyway. I says, they're not just warm. I says, they'll be red hot. They've just come out the oven. Yeah. Well, this is it, Johnny. Same as I say, I did see it, and you know, the thing is, it's all right being tempted, but like recent reactions when you've had anything sugary, it's not worth it. You know what I mean? It's all right, and then regretting it afterwards, but you've got to live with the consequences if you're feeling sick and whatever. So yeah. But yeah, if you haven't seen the video that Chris put up of these strawberry mousses that I did, just go and watch it. Tell me what you think and what you think to the new intro. Yeah. But you see, this is what I'm saying when you said I was tempted. It's all right, sort of being tempted and giving in to temptation, but it's the way it makes you feel afterwards. So, you know, end of the day, it's not worth it. So yeah, you know what I mean? It's and I used me my new plastic dessert dishes. And you would have laughed if you'd have been here on Sunday after Sunday lunch, because we had them after a Sunday dinner yesterday. Chris is there with it up in air, and he said, "Why do they always make these things where they are trying to get every last drop out of this plastic bowl?" And he says they always make them so there's a bit that you can't reach. So and I couldn't stop laughing. I was killing myself with laughing. I says, well, you know, I says, don't worry about that last little bit. I says, I can always make them again. It's it basically strawberries, marshmallows, and double cream. That's it. And they're absolutely delicious. But yeah, Chris enjoyed them that much. Same as I say, we tried to, you know, get it out because they've like a little stem on it. So yeah, we were trying to get every last bit out of it. So well, if it's out like Chris Gordo, I mean, it takes him longer than 6 months. But yeah, Chris was sort of umming and ahhing because he don't like going out at night time. So he says, I tell you what, he says, I'll take our Karen with me as protection. I went, you're having a laugh, aren't you? I says, Callum couldn't knock skin off a rice pudding. So talking of which, I had a phone call this morning from his tutor at college. Oh, okay then, Ian, are you? So yeah, I had a phone call from college this morning from his tutor. That's it now. Callum's done till September, till they go back in September. Basically, with it being like a catering and hospitality course, they've done biggest majority of what they've got to do. Basically, he's going to send him or email him like a recipe booklet. Yes, yeah. You banned, are you? But so yeah. So basically, he's going to email Callum all the recipes that he's made throughout the year, and they're going to post his post his certificate off, like, you know, year one completed. So you know, and I says, well, I says, if I'm honest with you, I says, I didn't really want him to go back yet anyway. I says, not until I'm 100% certain that it's safe to do so. But so yeah, Amjad, you know, it's one of them things where, you know, you can curl up and you can imagine that you're there, and you know, before long you'd be, you know, you'd be snoozing away. Oh dear, I can understand now why she's banned you then. If you bought a drill, a sander, and a leaf blower. I think I'd be same with Chris, mind you, not that he'd buy any of them things because it'd be no use to him. So yes. So if you want to know what's on the menu tomorrow night, I am making grasshopper pie. So hiya Tracy, how are you? So yeah, I'm okay today, thank you very much. I was just saying, we had a phone call this morning saying Callum's not got to go back to college till September. Basically, his first year at college is over and done with. So, you know, and I says because it were actually the tutor had gone in specially to phone round everybody to say, you know, grasshopper pie, yes. Hiya, Baz, how are you? There ain't no grasshoppers in it. I do put that at end where I have to make grasshopper pie. You don't actually use grasshoppers in it. It's basically, let me explain to you. It's an Oreo biscuit base, and it's like a moussey cream cheese filling, but you put green food colouring in it, hence where the grasshopper comes into it, I suppose, and peppermint extract. And then basically just whip up a little bit of cream, add a blob of cream on top of it, and grate some chocolate on it. That's it. So yes, I'd show you a picture of it, but things gone right over there. So no, obviously, Americans have got some weird names for the desserts, and it is an American recipe. But yeah, it's a no bake dessert. Earthworm whip. So yeah, but as a bit of fun, when I did the thumbnail, I put a picture of a grasshopper in it because I thought, well, it's called grasshopper pie anyway. But in the other corner, I put a picture of some Oreos because that is the main basis of the base. You know, it's basically an Oreo biscuit crust. Same as I say, I think the only resemblance to a grasshopper is you put green food colouring in it. So, you know, where they get these names from, I don't know. I just thought, well, it's somewhat unusual. I've not seen it on YouTube or anything, and it's a no-bake one. So basically, I can get on with it. No, you know, waiting around for, you know, stuff cooking in oven. So yeah. So now I'm not sure what I'm making next week, but same as I say, at the weekend I made Chris some strawberry and white chocolate muffins, and it's using fresh strawberries. So basically they've gone down a storm, absolute storm. I were in Bath this morning, Callum thing, and he says, I like them muffins that you've made, Mum. I went, oh, thank you. So I don't know whether to do them basically, or do like a microwavable dessert. Now I'm sort of I'm a bit you know, let me just get me. It's all right. I'm just getting me folder. Oh, hello. I don't know how to pronounce it. Action Nature. So yeah. It's all right. I'm trying to do it one-handed. Right. So I always put the ones that I'm making on the Tuesday right at the very front. Oh dear. So that's the grasshopper pie, as you can see. Nothing at all to do with grasshoppers, but you can clearly see it says grasshopper pie. So that's basically what I'm doing tomorrow evening, grasshopper pie. Now, right, I'm trying to look for the other one that I want to do. You can't have baked Yorkshire puddings, Adrian. That is the strawberry. Hang on a minute. They're the strawberry and white chocolate muffins that I made Chris over the weekend. So they them. And so right, I'm just trying to find that other one that it's one of the new ones that I printed out the other day. So this is the one I'm undecided, and this is called white chocolate and berry pudding. So that actually is a microwavable pudding that's easy to chuck together, and it only needs it needs, I think, about 10 to 12 minutes in microwave. So I'm undecided whether a white chocolate and berry pudding or the strawberry and white chocolate muffins. I'm not sure yet for next week. So they're the two that I'm undecided about. But you see, this one, it's basically you know, you make like a sponge, you fold your berries and your white chocolate into the sponge, then put it in microwave. Easy peasy. So that'd be something quick and easy that you can do if you've not got a dessert for after your Sunday lunch. You know, something that you can easily, like, you know, put together in a matter of minutes. So yeah, so I'm undecided at the moment which I'm going to do. So sort of just give me your opinion on which, you know, you think I ought to do after I've done the grasshopper pie, you know. So, you know, should I do the muffin? Should I do the white chocolate and berry pie, pudding, whatever, you know what I mean? No, that's not this week, Amjad. I'm doing the grasshopper pie this weekend. This week, tomorrow, even. So, yes, I'm doing the grasshopper pie tomorrow. I've got the Oreos and everything. I do, Tracy, blueberry scones yet. So, it's staying all week. We've got to charge board and rent. So, let me just send Tracy, the recipe for blueberry scones. Got to find it first, Tracy. Oh, what's he been doing now, Amjad? I'll tell you what else I downloaded as well. Blueberry orange muffins as well. So oh, we did a night bot for you. Tell you what, Tracy, I'll just I'll search it and I'll recognise where it's from once I've. So how did he do that? How did he manage to? How did he manage to do a night bot then? Oh, it was out of my hands. I couldn't stop. Why? I don't get that one. Sorry, I'm. Says add to home screen. It doesn't let me. I'll tell you what, Tracy. I'll send it to you afterwards because yeah. Same as I say, I can't find it on because I've got like pages and pages of downloads. It means like sort of taken away. I've never done Nightbot, but Welsh Clark played it. Well, you see, Chris downloaded like Nightbot, and it sort of stops people from saying like different. Yeah, you give it different commands or something, and like it stops saying rude words, and I didn't really understand it because yeah, and like these people that's on your some as I say, I don't really understand it myself. But I know Chris, when he were doing live streams, he had the Nightbot thing. So but yeah, I mean, I never really understood Nightbot thing. So so yeah, so same as I say, because my fridge freezer's a bit on the unpredictable side. Chris is going to get me the cream tomorrow, just to be on the safe side, because I don't want sort of it being in. I have ordered one, but they're not delivering it till Friday. So it's basically like such as milk and whatever we're going to have to buy on a daily basis. You know what I mean? Before we went to bed last night, I put milk in a bowl of cold water just to make sure, because we've got some milk in the fridge. Callum has cereal, and basically when he got up yesterday morning, he said to Chris, because they were both up before me, I think this milk's gone off. So so basically he had to throw it away. So But I'd already ordered the fridge freezer, but you know, they're not coming till Friday. I can hazard a guess, Welsh clock. I bet you're drinking Red Bull. So yeah. Another thing, I've got itchy nose now. Somebody reached out to me the other day. Were it yesterday? Well, I don't know. You know, Oakdale's is rolling into one. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. Somebody reached out to me and asked me if I'd seen Wakey. I says, well, it's funny you should say that. I says, because when I shut the stream down on Friday evening, I says to Chris, I says, that's strange. I ain't seen Wakey tonight. So I know we were in Tuesday's baking live live stream on Tuesday, and obviously I didn't go live Wednesday. So she says, when was the last time you seen him? And I says, well, Tuesday. I says, he was in my live stream. I says, but I did think it was funny that he weren't there Friday night. So if anybody sees him, just, you know, just tell him that we're concerned about him. Nobody's seen him. Nobody's heard from him. And, you know, this person reached out to me to see if I'd heard anything from him. Hi, Kate. So yeah, you know, I just thought it were very funny that he weren't there Friday night. You don't know where I live, Amjad. It's all right, Kate. Don't worry about it. Bella's been in and she says she was getting washing out at washing machine. So yeah. Chris is not here at the moment. They've gone out gone out doing the light trail things again. So Amjad Witch turning next me. Oh dear. He'll have a job because none of you knows my address. Oh, you're still here. I thought you were still doing your washing, Bella. Is that yes? This is one of my new tops, Kate. So I thought I'll get a whirl out today. It is one of my new tops. I have got one like this, but it's a black one and it's got a motif and whatever on front. So you Home Alone, yeah. Well, for the time being anyway. Until they come back. It says on the thing red, but it's more like a copper colour, really. It's not a red, it's like, you know, I mean, if you were to see it in, you know, in the flesh, so to speak, it's like a coppery colour. Well, I don't know. I don't know whether there is anything wrong with Wakey. But I had a message. I come down here, I think it was Saturday morning, Sunday morning anyway. And I got a message from somebody. I'm not saying who it were that messaged me, but had I heard from Wakey? And I says, funny thing is, I says he went in Friday night stream. I says normally he's in every stream of mine. So yeah, so I says, well, funny you should say that. I says, because he's in every stream that I, you know, I says, but he went in last night or Friday nights. I says, so she says, when was last time you heard from him? I says, well, he was there Tuesday evening. I says, I normally go live Wednesday. I says, but I weren't well. But he weren't there Friday night. So basically, she was concerned for him. It was she, by the way. yeah, she was concerned about him. And I says, well, I'll message him and I'll see if he's all right. So I messaged him, but I've not heard anything back. So I don't know. I don't know. Same as I say, I mean, he don't live far from us. I think Chris said Wakefield. But if we knew where he lived, we'd go and check up on him. But we don't know. All we know is he lives in Wakefield. So, yeah, I'm hoping he comes in tonight and, you know, we can allay all his fears that, you know, there's no wrong. He's got like several illnesses. Kate is like us, you know, he's I know not so long back he went to hospital because he was having trouble with his chest. So he has got quite a few illnesses. Oh yeah, before I forget as well. Chris's mum in hospital yesterday. Yeah, it could be. Oh, you're back. You just scoffed your tea. So yeah, we got a phone call from his dad yesterday morning. Hiya, my lady. How are you? We got a phone call yesterday. Chris's mum had been took in hospital. Now, I don't know whether you can remember, a few months back, she had a heart attack and she had to have like a stent into one of her arteries to widen it. Well, anyway, we got a phone call yesterday morning that she'd been took in hospital. I think they thought she was having another heart attack, but it was an angina attack. So, and then like yesterday, like early evening, we got another phone call saying she'd been discharged from hospital. So yeah, so Chris was a bit concerned about his mum yesterday. So you know, I think she's all right. So we were a little bit concerned about it yesterday. You know what? Obviously, what with the COVID-19 and are actually having to be took into hospital. You know what I mean? But same as Chris says, it's hard being concerned about your mum, but not being able to come see her. If you know what I mean. Whoa, maybe enough. Oh, that sounds lovely. Oh, you see, Callum ain't got to do anything now because he's done till September. But yeah, it will go to obviously because of the COVID-19, he can't go and see her. But he wanted to go to hospital to see her, but you know, he wanted to go and see her at home. But obviously, because of the COVID-19, he can't go and see her at home either. So, so yeah. So he just said to his dad, he says, well, you know, if anything changes, you know, make sure you ring me. You know, which is obvious. You know, it's understandable. He's concerned about his mum. Oh, burning black orchid. That's a strange one, isn't it? Black orchid. But oh, but I mean, same as I say, I mean, I've never actually smelt black orchid, so I mean, I don't know, you know. But yeah, so that's sort of more or less you're up to date with all news. Callum's not got, but he's on about not doing catering and hospitality. He's on about doing an ITC course or something. So yeah, so hopefully he'll be going in September, but doing an ICT course. So yeah, but you see, the thing is, Tracy, they're quite away from us. They're about 30 minutes. Well, They live in Barnsley, so it's quite a way away, you know. And same as I say, by the time his dad had rung to say his mum had come out of hospital, it was too late to, you know, to be going over there. Plus, you know, he said, you know, she's just come out of hospital. She don't want to fuss her, everybody fussing round her, and, you know, and all this, that, and other. Oh. But funny thing is, Amjad, I've got a wax melt thing, but I you know, I never use it. I use the things that come with it, but I've never actually sort of gone out and, you know, bought any extra, if you know what I mean. So just sort of saying, if anybody sees Wakey in another stream or whatever, can you just say everybody's concerned about him, and just to let us know that he's all right, you know what I mean? So so yeah, so as I say, we know he lives in Wakefield, but we don't know his address or anything. So I mean, we can't, you know. Yeah, but that's it, Tracy. Me, same as Art says, why couldn't they have done this all along? You know, the bus drivers and the tram drivers have been having to wear masks, so why aren't the passengers? So, well, yeah, same as I say, I mean, never say never. I use the wax melts that I got actually because I had it bought me. And, you know, I use the wax things that came with it because it was like a dish on a thing, and you just put these wax melts in it, and obviously they, you know, but it's sort of, I'm not a, how can I put it? I'm not a candly, wax melty sort of person, you know what I mean? Yeah, I like, you know, plug in air fresheners and things like that. But anyway, same as I say, you know, I mean, you never know. It'd probably turn up tonight as if nothing's happened, and, you know, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, but, oh, I'm talking about Tracy. You know that recipe? I'll show it you. Tracy asked me if I'd seen it, and I says, I went to the website and I downloaded it, or I printed it off. I might do that as a vlog, and that's one that Tracy recommended to me, and that is white and dark chocolate cake. So that's another one for the vlogs. So yeah, that's one that Tracy sent me, and I looked, and basically I found the recipe, so I printed it out, and you know, obviously that's one for the vlogs. But yeah, I said exactly the same to the lady that reached out to me. I says he was in Tuesday evening. I says, but I've not seen him since then. I says he weren't. Oh, I bet that smells nice. So yeah, I said exactly the same, Amjad. I says the last time I saw him, I says he were in my live stream on Tuesday evening. So yeah, so that one's a vlogging one. I did some, as I say, I did the I'm just going to look on the Facebook thing, and I'll put the link in for that thing that Chris did. The video that he did. This is on a go slow. So yeah, so I'm just gonna see if I can see the you know, the little short film that he did about me strawberry mousses, and I'll put the link in, and I'll let you know. In fact, I think it's in group actually. I'll just have a look. You'll have to bear with me one second. Because you see, I want you to watch it, and I want you to tell me your opinion of the thumbnail, not the thumbnail, oh. Sorry about that. So, it's standing up bed. I'm painting. So I'm just going to put the link in, and this is to a short video that Chris did, and it's got my new intro on it. So just want you to have a quick look at it when you're able and tell me what you think. So no, I'm not worried at all. I would, because see, Chris did like a little bit of a short film for me, you know, when I made the strawberry mousses at the weekend. But somebody's done like an intro for me, a new intro. So Chris says, I tell you what, he says, he were like shooting them all different angles. So he put together like a little bit of a film, and he put the new intro on it. So basically, yeah. So, you know, that's what I was basically looking for. You know, I want people's opinion. I love the new intro. I mean, it's not so much about the film, because it weren't me making them or anything. It was just basically the finished objects, if you know what I mean. But he sort of, he wanted to put like a little film together to see, you know, how the new intro would go down, if you understand. It's a good job Chris weren't here then. So yeah. But yeah, that's same as I say, we've had all sorts going off. My lady, Chris's mum got took into hospital yesterday. They did release her like early evening. But a few months back she had an heart attack. She had to have a stent fitted in one of her arteries to her heart. So I think his dad thought it were another heart attack. So basically he got straight to hospital, and it were an angina attack. So basically, I think Chris is worrying about that. Obviously, all this COVID-19 going off, you know, it's understandable he's worried about his mum, you know what I mean? So it's all in the mind, Adrian. It's all in the mind. You only think you're hungry. So yeah. Oops. So is catching a moth with smashing all the bulbs, if you know what I mean, Adrian. So yeah. But same as I say, you know, I'm not really worried about anything. So but I don't think Amjad seen my new toy. And I don't quite literally mean it's a toy, but Chris ordered me that. Amjad. So I don't know whether Adrian were here when I was showing everybody, but yeah, that came at the weekend. So it's an ingenious invention, even though it's simple. So yes, it's called a pastry tamper. So no, it's not one of those, Adrian. Shows what a mucky mind you've got. Butt plug springs to mind. And I was trying, is it a wooden? No, it's a bakery accessory. So basically, that is the shape of a muffin, you know, the muffin tins. So I have printed off or downloaded a recipe for custard tarts. Now I will probably do a vlog about it, and I will be using that. And what it is, you know, instead of like when you're making you know, when you're making like jam tarts or like I say custard tarts or things like that, instead of rolling your pastry out, getting your cutters out and doing each one individual, butt plug, you must have an extremely strange so yeah, so instead of doing all that, once you've got the pastry together, you just break a bit off, throw it in your tin, and you do that, and it makes you a perfect shape thing. So yeah, so that's it. Instead of all the cutting out and all the rolling out, you just tear a piece of pastry off, put it in your tin, and stamp that, and you get a perfect so yeah, and you get a perfectly shaped tart. So I have downloaded a custard tart to test it out. So obviously that I probably not be using that end because that ain't even a mouthful, is it? So, but that's basically it. You know, cheap as chips, saves you a lot of time. You know, you just break your pastry off, stamp it in your tin, and it perfectly molds it to the tin. Now I'm on about that end, Adrian. You wouldn't be making any tarts that big, would you? You wouldn't even taste them. So yeah, you know, I suppose it to come in handy for summer. I don't know, but so yeah, that's what it's called, and it's called a pastry tamper, and it saves you all the faff. It saves you all the faff of rolling your pastry out, getting your cutter, then you've got to fit it in the muffin tin. So instead of all that, you just break a piece off, stab it with that, and you've got perfectly formed tart. So so yeah, so when I do the custard tarts, I'll have to show you how it works. Yeah, you can basically use any type. You can use margarine, you can use butter. No, it doesn't vibrate. It's just wood. I've just shown you how it worked, Adrian. When you're making like custard tarts, you make the pastry, you tear a bit off, you put it in the bottom of the tin, and then you just go and stamp it, and it molds the pastry that shape into your tin. So that's it. It's all right. Adrian's asking for a demonstration of how it works. But yeah. So yeah, I mean, same as I say, for what it costs, it's an ingenious invention. It saves all faff for getting your rolling pin out, getting your cutter out. It's just, you know, break a bit off, put it in your tin, stamp it, and it's basically, I was showing everybody that, Kate. It's called a tamper, a pastry tamper. You know what I mean? And it saves the faff of rolling your pastry. Because I have downloaded a custard tart recipe. And basically, what is it? It's called a pastry tamper. And basically, instead of, you know, like how when you're making mince pies and things like that, you're faffing about rolling it out, and then you've got to cut it out with cutters, and then you've got to, you know, fit it in your tin. Well, with this, you don't need it. You just tear a piece of pastry off, put it in your tin, and that does it for you. Job's a good one. So yeah, you know, it's an ingenious invention. Basically, it saves you time. It saves you faffing about. Yeah, job's a good one. I think Chris is back now. So yeah, it's basically, you know, for what you pay for it. Yeah, and this is the thing as well, Tracy. You ain't got to put no flour all your work top or anything. It's just break a bit of pastry off, put it in your tin, stamp that in it, and it comes out perfectly shaped. You know.
Good evening.
Hello.
Good evening, everybody.
So yeah, so I mean, I'd never heard of one until I sort of were watching I don't know, a video or something of somebody using one.
Never heard of a pixie? No, strange.
No. Kate's put get kettle on, Chris.
Get eating on a dump kettle, Jesus. Whoa.
Is it cold out there?
Well, it's not cold, it's the wind what cold. It's suddenly all got windy because we're still on top of a bridge.
Yeah, it's probably hit you more
and it's like, geez.
Well, that's probably because you were stood on a bridge, you pranny.
And it wasn't the bridge I wanted because I couldn't find anywhere to park.
Oh.
And so we come to Norfolk Park and
Amjad says, oi, oi, Chris lad.
Oi, oi, Amjad, I'm a zog lad.
Yeah, I'll give you my cup.
Hang on, I haven't got my coats off yet.
Yeah, rollers and cutters for a paste. But you see, that saves it all, Tracy. Well worth investing in one. Because then, as I say, he says, hi, Chris, I've been good. Yeah, not really. He says it were a dildo. Adrian. It says that were a dildo.
It is.
It isn't.
It's a wooden one.
But
wooden dildo.
Yeah, when I first says what I'm making tomorrow night, I says grasshopper pie. Gordo says, did I hear right? Grasshopper pie? I went, yeah.
Grasshopper.
My lady says, hi, Chris.
My lady, chats. I'm not in there yet, obviously.
I'm just says, hi, Callum.
Have you?
Obviously.
Like, share, comment.
Bella says first thing. Well, we haven't had it on. We've had it on sort of here and there, you know, for about half an hour, Bella. So yeah, but Chris says it's frost. We stood on top of a bridge, so he says, you know, he's going to put heating on for a bit. Yeah, don't forget to put mine on. So I'm just reminding Callum. to put my toothbrush on charge.
Pictures for Instagram.
But yeah, I mean, like I would say last week we've had it on once, but it only sort of it's just to take chill off for it, if you know what I mean. Kate says, "Hi, Callum."
Hi, Kate. How are you?
But Callum's pleased to hear that he ain't got to go to college till September anyway. So,
Well, I'm probably doing ICT.
will you have to re-enroll then?
Probably.
Oh,
I'll probably have to put my badge in and get another one, or keep that one. And I don't know. It's complicated.
Gordo says, "Bloody Northern Fairies, I'm sat here in my undies." TMI, Gordo, TMI. We don't want to know what you're doing or what you're sat in.
He's not telling you that he's not eating on 100 Fahrenheit.
We don't want to know that you sat in yonder crackers.
With cider stains.
But yeah, so as I say, we got a phone call this morning. Did you call it Asda?
Oh. No,
Oh.
I forgot. You have to make do with all this.
Well, I've rolled you a load and I ain't got none myself.
I'm all right then.
But that's it. Same as I say, I weren't any under assumptions, Kate. I didn't think they'd be going back anyway. If I'm totally honest. He says they're clean. What more do you want? Oh dear. But yeah, you know what I mean. I'm understanding. I weren't going to send Callum back anyway, and I told his tutor that, and I says, well, I weren't considering sending him back till it's, you know, safe anyway. Bella's he's probably got them old blokes long johns on, Jeanette. But yeah, I mean, same as I say, I weren't going to send Callum back anyway. But it basically just, you know, sealed deal when he said, you know, that's it basically now. Yeah, Gordo, we need a pic as proof. So yeah, we need visual proof from Gordo.
No, we don't.
Well, I do. You probably don't, but I do.
You probably don't see Buzz with his shirt off nearby Gordo's legs.
What, in his undercrackers? Oh dear. What proof they are clean? Know that you sat there in your undercrackers? No, not really, Gordo. I don't really need, you know, visual, visual things is going through my mind. I might have nightmares before I go to bed.
To see picture.
I've just said no, we're only joking. Bella's put, no thanks, Gordo, I'm just eating my toast. But yeah, and I 100% he's doing it now, Kate. I'm with Kate on that one, you know. But having said that, things might die down a little bit by the time September comes. It's just a case, really, of waiting and seeing. Well, yeah, this is a good one, Kate. He's putting cats before me now because he's feeding cats.
You've had your tea, haven't you? These aren't.
Nightmares. Imagine how Mrs. G feels. She wakes up with me every day. No, it's not the nightmares. It's not the. It's. You're sending me a picture, you in your undercrackers. That's what I'm on about, Gordo. Oh dear. Kate says, oh, Chris, that's not good enough. But yeah, you know what I mean? It's oh, Gordon Bennett, that's something I don't want to envisage. Adrian says he wears thongs.
What?
Thongs. And I went, that's something I don't want to envisage. Oh dear. Bad enough I have to see Mr. P's spotty bumhole every, well, not his bumhole, but his spotty bum every night. That's enough for me, thank you very much. Oh dear. But you see, you know what I mean? There's so much going on, you know. I mean, I was saying to Kate earlier on, there's a picture, I don't know whether it were on Facebook or where it were on, you know, I don't know whether it's, well, it's got to be one of protesters had thrown a brick at a police horse and broke its nose. Now, you know that a horse's nose is, you know, it must have gone with a crack to break its nose. And I think that is absolutely disgusting. Bella says, don't send me a photo, Gordo. O2 will shut my account. But yes, I'll be the first one in the queue, Amjad, if you don't mind. Oh, he's going to have his salad. That's the only reason why he's doing hairdressing, because he wants uniform. That's it. I mean, I had this conversation with Bella earlier on. I mean, I don't know whether you, you know, I mean, Kate knows because she asked me if I'd seen it. Bella did her thoughts on Sunday, and it were a video about racism. And she says, you know, she's lost some subscribers because of it. But the thing is, it's all right for people to sweep it under the carpet, but it's happening. You know what I mean? And all these horrible things is happening. And it's about time somebody was open and honest and broached the subject. And same as Kate said, what Bella said was spot on. And same as I mean, Bella knows all too well what she's talking about, because her daughter Becca is with a coloured chap. Now, same as I said, when Bella looks at her grandchildren, she don't see the colour of the skin. She just sees a beautiful grandchildren. And that should be the same with all of us. You know, when you see someone, you shouldn't see the colour of somebody's skin. And same as I've said to Bella, you know, hi, Alexander, how are you? And same as I've said, if you're a nice person and you're nice to me, I couldn't care less what colour your skin is, what sexual orientation you are. None of that matters. As long as you're a nice person, you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you back. So, but yeah, you know, so yeah, you know, I mean, it's that simple, yeah. Same as Kate says, simple. But that is, I mean, you don't notice the colour of a person's skin. If you like that person, you like them for who they are, not what colour the skin is. And same as Bella said yesterday, a lot of the racism is taught at home, if you know what I mean. And I agreed with it, and I says, yeah, you're 100% right. You know, it's instilled in people as they're growing up. You know what I mean? I'll do all sexy mannies here. Oh, they wouldn't have seen you naked at night. Sorry, I had to get that one in. But yeah, I mean, me, Chris, and Callum were all the same. You know, it don't matter what colour your skin is, what sexual orientation it is. If you're nice to us, then we'll be nice. But colour your skin don't matter.
Yep.
So,
unless you're blue and white stripes with an owl on it, then it's something else then, isn't it? You know what I mean?
I don't know where if you're that. Chris says unless it's got blue and white stripes and an owl on it, then yeah. It's the Sheffield rival team, if you were wondering.
Colours.
Yeah. I'm just laughing at what Bella's put. I don't care if you're a transvestite. If you're a nice person, that's fine. I mean, I love Chris, don't I?
Dear Bella.
But yeah, same. You know, same as I say. I love you know, and Bella will agree with me. If you're nice to me, then I'll be nice to you. And if I like you as a person, I like you as a person, no matter what colour your skin is.
Where my what? Tea, Chris looks nice. It's teapot.
We don't have a teapot, so that's that.
Exactly.
Window. My stepfather was black, and I have stepsister and brother that are black. My mum was with him for 20 years, but he passed away 10 years. But this is it, Tracy. You know what I mean? Same as, I mean, Bella's daughter. But same as Bella says, he loves her and she loves him. And basically, so long as he makes Becca happy, that's all that matters to her. I'm looking for some clarity. Is Corona season over and are we in riot season? I just need to know if I need a mask or a baseball bat. Both, probably. But you see, this is the thing, Tracy. You shouldn't get bullied about it. You know what I mean? You know, you know what I always say. You know, at end of the day, we all bleed red blood. No matter what colour your skin is, we all bleed red blood.
Some more than others, depending on what they've done.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And same as, you know, Bella says, if anyone made comments to my grandchildren and hurting them, but when all said and done, Bella, you're being a protective grandma. You know what I mean? But yeah, we did pulling that. When it is something to do with slavery or something.
Who's that?
That thing that they toppled over and chucked in canal.
Oh yeah. Churchill. I think it was Churchill.
No, they defaced Churchill's monument, but in Bristol they tied a rope round some at Coulson or something, and apparently were found I don't know, something or other. It's what's being taught, yeah, and that's basically what Bella was saying. You know, it's something that is taught to you at home. It's what your parents instill in you. Now, Colston was a slave trader. That's the thing. That's the one. So you know, it's taught at home. So you know, same as I say, I were never brought up to be racist or judge a person by the colour of the skin. So basically, you instill that to your next generation, which is your children. So and so on and so forth. But there's still families out there, you know, that instill it in the children that, you know, to be racist. You know what I mean? But I'd never even dream about, you know, looking at a person differently because of the colour of the skin. You know what I mean? He funded schools and hospitals. Oh, the video face call-y thingy.
The video face call thingy.
Adrian's fiance, she's on a video conference call. But yeah, you know what I mean? When you don't feel that way yourself, you can't understand how other people think that way, if you know what I mean. I can't say, you know, yeah, but the thing is as well, there were another thing. Only a few years before George Floyd was killed by a policeman, a white guy was killed in the exact same way by a policeman, and there weren't no writing, there weren't no hoo-ha about that. But because it's a black guy, you know, that everyone's up in arms about it. You know. He's managed to get in.
Get back out.
No, he's trying. Oh dear.
You're stuck in there, up here.
He's managed to get out. It's all right. It's all right, because we're having this new fridge freezer on Friday. Chris has been out and bought a what do you call them, sack barrow type of thing with wheels on and whatever, and it come in like this box that's about that wide, and we were just laughing because Tucker managed to squeeze himself in the box. And we were laughing because Chris says he'll probably get in it but not get out, but he's managed to get out. But this is it. I mean, what they're going to do, Gordo, go around defacing, you know, there's a statue outside Sheffield United, you know, there's a war memorial in Sheffield Town Centre. What they're going to do, go around defacing all war memorials and wherever. Yeah, he is a character. You're right there, Alexander. Wow. Same as I say, just bring that box over, Callum, and I'll show everybody what box they were trying to get in. Move the sack barrow thing first.
Trolley thing.
Yeah, that, yeah. No, he's managed to get out. Well, this is the box that he tried, and he did manage. He did actually get in it, and you can see how wide it is, and he actually got in it. And it's only like that wide, look. I'm just trying to lift it up so you can see how wide it is. And he's actually squeezed himself in it. And that's how wide the box is. But he managed to squeeze in it, and he's actually managed to get out of it. We thought, hey, up, he's got in it, so he'll probably get stuck and not be able to get out, but he managed to get out all right. So yeah, but it's like Tucker thinks he can get everywhere water gets, if you know what I mean. You know, he'll virtually get anywhere, Tucker will, or try to. But yeah, you've seen our thin boxes, the width of the box, and he managed to get in it. It was a bit of a squeeze, like, but he managed to. That's what we were laughing at. I couldn't stop laughing. So yeah, and you know, Chris says, staring at a Dove soap and Dove hand wash TV. My uncle paused it for me because I'm posh. You're not Amazon famous, Amjad, because I am. But this is it, you know. It's the same as I said to Chris. He's one of the years that like to put his dibs on it first and thought, well, if anybody's going to get in it first, I am. Oh, Gordon Bennett. I hate to look. He's put a meme in group. I dread looking at it.
There's some more. I don't see more.
Well, I can say, I think you can safely say, I don't think she is, Gordo. But yeah, it's like a territorial thing, you know. Benny's eldest, so he's obviously the alpha male, but every now and again Tucker likes to, you know, pardon me, you know, Tucker likes to think that talking of Amazon, have you thought about making a wish list? I've already got some things on my wish list already.
Got a string.
I want some braces.
I know, have you got a safety pin? Huh?
Safety pin? When was the last time we used the safety pin? It's all right.
When he had some nappies.
Yeah, 18 years ago. But it's like I order some things and then I start over again. I start adding things to it again. I want that safety pin. You'll have a job because we ain't got one. So what Chris is talking about is because he's lost a lot of weight, Adrian. His pajama bottoms has fallen down. I'm gonna have to get him a pair of braces or something till we can sort of get him some pajamas. So he's having to walk round with one hand holding his pajama bottoms up. Oh dear. But it's not Chris that's flashing, it's our Callum.
You said I'm flashing there.
He says make sure Chris don't flash.
Only thing that I flash is my camera flash.
But yeah. But it's Callum's whose pajama bottoms is falling down. But we haven't been able, you know, what with this pandemic and whatever, we haven't been able to go out and get him any. So it's just a case of pouring up with him until we get a chance to get him some new ones. So yeah, but yeah, that was best laugh all night. That way, I took trying to squeeze in that box and I managed it. But I don't want to see a full moon. The dog will start howling otherwise. Oh dear. But you see, the thing is, it's one of them that's got like a tie, you know, but it's tight, pulled tight to capacity and it not go any further, but they're still falling down. Yeah. Thank you, Amjad. When I say haircut, I just want ends trimming and a bit of tidying up. Bella not let me have it cut. I've had my orders from Bella. I can't have it cut.
No putty from Becky.
Yeah. So,
I'll cut it then.
yeah, ends is a bit dry and a bit wispy and whatever. It just wants to tidy up. So, yeah, I just do it myself. Yeah, but I mean, it's different for a woman, isn't it, Adrian? I mean, I cut Callum's and I cut Chris's, but I won't let any of them near my ear. So, yeah, I've had my orders from Bella that I can't have it cut. I says, well, I can, if I do have it cut, I says, I'm only having like ends tidied up because they, you know, they are a bit wispy and a bit like dry on ends, if you know what I mean. It just needs a bit of tidying up, that's all. So, yeah, you do that. I'm first, Bella's second. But I want the old caboodle. I want the cut, well, the trim, wash and blow dry. He's only 250 away from his 1K.
Hey.
So yes, I saw Carla Chicks TV. Hang on a minute. See you morning.
Good night, everybody.
Real Chicks TV had posted on Facebook that she's only 17 away from, I forget where it is now. So when she posted it, she was 34 away. So then she posted again, I think either today or yesterday, that she's only 17 away now. So Adrian says night, Callum.
Good night, Adrian.
Amjad says night, Callum.
Good night, Amjad. Good night. Next person.
So yeah. Takes about half an hour to go to bed because he's saying good night to cats. So
Is Gordo still in?
he said something a bit back, yeah.
Gordo, quick question.
Yeah.
Can you stack photographs in Photoshop?
Did you hear that, Gordo? Chris wants to know if he can stack photos in Photoshop.
One on top of each other.
Whatever that is.
Is it wakey be here tonight?
Wakey, rise and shine.
No, I've told everybody if they see him just to tell him to get in touch with me because everybody's concerned.
All right.
No, we haven't been in tonight. Yes, you can, he says.
Right, okay.
So there you go.
See you in the morning, mate. See you in the morning.
So that were a quick question and answer, but it's easier in star stacks.
Oh, shit, I've got that.
So yeah, he says he's got that as well.
I think I had it. I don't know if I deleted it.
Lucy.
But anyway,
I deleted it. Okay.
I forgot where you put me off my stride now. I forgot where I was saying.
Where's Lucy gone?
You were quick then.
Where's Lucy gone?
He said he did have it, but he's deleted it.
She might have gone out, isn't it?
So yeah, I'm assuming it's for the photographs that he's took tonight. My fiance thought I was playing game on TV.
I still got it.
Yeah.
I still got it.
Yeah.
See you in the morning.
Christ is averted. He says he's still got it. It's a game on YouTube. Oh, were your phone going dead?
Who's that?
Tracy. She says I had to plug my phone back in on, but here now.
That's not good enough.
But same as I say, I did message Wakey and he hadn't responded to me. So, same as I said, we know he lives in Wakefield, but we don't know his actual address. We'd have gone and checked on him, but well, I've took mine off charge. And hiya, Paul. How are you?
Hello, Paula.
I had an unexpected surprise this morning as well. What I weren't expecting.
What was you spending on me?
No, I'm not spending it on you. I'm spending it on Amazon.
Yeah, on me. No.
Yeah. But as everybody knows, as part of the mobility scheme, we've got a car with them. And I got a check for 50 quid this morning. And talking of which, I've put them down there. It's basically saying because of the COVID-19, they've had, and not so many people have been going out on roads in the car, etc., that they've had less insurance claims. So basically, as part of a rebate scheme, they're giving everybody on the Motability scheme £50 back. So that were a nice surprise. So yeah, and I says to Chris, oh well, it's going to be a long time, blah blah blah, till you can pay it in, because I wouldn't, I didn't want him to go to the bank. But I didn't know on the Barclays mobile app you can actually scan the check and they put it into your account. So basically, and I was right getting my hair off with it, because you have to, once you've downloaded the mobile app and it says like paying a check, it says please scan the front of the check. So I got it on top of my laptop, I got it all flat and everything. I'm there with my phone, and you have to wait till this like green box lines up and everything. So I'm like this. So then it says, turn the check over and take a picture of the back of it. Well, there was nothing on it. So anyway, I thought, well, I'll do what it tells me to do. I turned it over and I took a picture of the blank back of the check. Press, upload check or whatever it says. Can you take another picture? That one wasn't clear enough. Hiya, Becky, how are you?
Hello, Becky.
I've been on about an hour and a half now. 9 o'clock. But anyway, so, right. And I must have talked 1,000,001, done it 1,000,001 times. And then eventually it went through and I went, yay. And I was going, yeah, I've done it. You know what I mean? Anybody think I'd won lottery where I was going? And I thought, oh, thank God for that. It would drive me remark twist. And I were about to give up. And I thought, no, keep at it, Jeanette. So basically, I ended up, I eventually did it. So that's sort of the like remotely put it into your bank account, and it says it should be, like I normally when you pay a check into a bank account, you have to wait like 3 or 5 days. With this, because you're doing it online and you're doing it remotely, that you could. It shows up in your account the next day. So I was well chuffed with that. I says to Chris, yeah, it's only 50 quid, but it's better than a poking eye with a mucky stick. So, 50 quid's better than no. So I was well pleased with that. you know. So once it's cleared, I can start ordering again off Amazon some of the things I've put on my wish list. Oh dear. So yeah. Same as I say, I always start at 9 o'clock, Becky. Well, that's our time. I mean, I don't know how long. Probably about 4 o'clock your time. Oh. Oh.
Oh no.
Pardon me. He says he ain't got to pay nothing for a month, only Sky and mobile. Oh. But, so yeah, same as I say, it were only £50, but it's better than nothing. So I was well pleased with that. And it was something, I weren't expecting it. So, you know, I would imagine so, Tracy. I'll read your letter out. It says, Dear Mrs. Pickering, COVID-19 insurance base rebate. Oh, dear. I'm choking on my own spit. It says, with fewer cars on the road during the COVID-19 lockdown, the scheme is seeing a lower level of insurance claims. We'd like to share this saving with customers. As a result, we are sending an insurance-based rebate of £50 to our customers, and your cheque for this is enclosed. Oh dear. It says, if you are unable to get to a bank or post office to deposit the cheque, it may be helpful to know that most banks will allow you to pay cheques into your account online. And that's basically what I did. So, yeah. But no, well, I spent it by then, Adrian. It says, well, as soon as it's basically because our car, I have, instead of the money, I have, because I'm on the higher rate of both care and mobility, basically, because I'm on the higher rate on the mobility side, our car is a mobility car. Now, before that, I was on the enhanced rate of the care component, but only on the standard mobility. But when I had all this trouble with my knee and all other problems, basically, I went back to the pips and I said, my conditions got worse. So basically, I had to go for an assessment, and they said, yeah, basically, you know, they upped it and put me on the enhanced rate on both the care and the mobility. So basically, instead of me getting that extra money, it pays for the car. The same as I said to Chris, what you never had, you never miss. So I'm still getting the same money as what I were getting before, but also we've got a car. But you see, as well as that, the car, only thing you have to pay for is the fuel. You don't have to pay no road tax. You don't have to pay no insurance. You know, you get breakdown with it. If you get a chip or anything in your windscreen, you go to auto screens or whatever. If you get a flat tire, just ring Quick Fit Up. Basically, everything's covered, and only thing you have to put in is petrol. And then after 3 years, you get a brand spanking new car. We've had that car just over a year. So in another 2 years' time, they tell you a couple of months or so before it actually, you know, your lease agreement's about to run out. You go down, you sort a car out, and basically you give that one back to them. And if, you know, if it's like brand new, how much did they say? 500 quid?
What?
They give you back if it.
Yeah, if it's in good condition, they give 500 quid back.
Yeah. And
that was then.
Yeah. Basically, what they said to us when we picked that car up, if you return it and there's no damage or there's no this, that, and other, if it comes back to us in a good condition, we'll give you £500 back, plus you get to choose a new car. I would imagine, basically, they'll sell it. You know what I mean?
I think they don't.
Yeah, because Kate says, what happens to the car when you take it back? Do they sell it on? I would imagine so. But when all said and done, when we send it back to them, it's still only 3 years old. So they can still make a profit out of it. And we get another brand new car. So basically, we got our, same as I say, we've had this one just over a year now. So we've still got another 2 years to go on the lease of this one. And then when that's nearly up, they inform you or text you or email you or whatever. I think you're allowed to, what is it, 20,000 miles a year. I think it's about 20. Over the 3 years of the lease, you're allowed to do 60,000 miles. So that equates to like 20,000 miles a year. So we haven't done nowhere near that. And we've had on just over a year. You know, unless you sort of go in like from Land's End to John O'Groats, it's every 5 minutes, you couldn't clock 20,000 miles up. Some as I say, you don't have to fork out no insurance, you don't have to fork out MOT or anything, because obviously it's a brand new car. So, you know, you don't have to pay no road tax, you don't have to pay no insurance, and the only thing we have to do is put fuel in it. So basically, the car that we've got is only a year old, because that's how long it were basically, when we had it, we went down to the showroom, we chose which car we wanted. We actually had to weigh it for it coming off the ferry into the country. So basically, you know, it's a brand new car, because you know, we had to wait for the ferry, you know, bringing the car over. and you know, what year is it? 2019.
2019.
So I mean, I'm not going to tell you all registration, but it says YT19. But it were an absolute brand new car when we had it. Nobody had owned it before us. And that's why they say, as an incentive to you to look after it, basically, if you bring it back to us in a near enough new condition, they give you £500 back. So yeah. So, I mean, you know, you get to choose what colour you want. Well, basically, what he did when when we went to choose a car, with you know, hi, Frugal Farmer, how are you?
Hello, Frugal lad.
Basically, we went down, and then it gets on computer, and he'll look what cars they've got coming into the country. If you see some cars, if you want it in a particular colour, you have to wait from manufacturing it and bringing it over to this country. So if there's a specific colour, let's say Chris said to him, no, I don't want anything other than red, and they haven't got no, you know, because he's got a list of where every car is. You know, we've got, you know, we chose the car, and it says, well, we've got one on Route we can, you know, we can have it to you in a week, or, you know, if you want something specific, you might have to wait a bit longer. So, I mean, I never really understood it until, you know, they're all ins and outs of it. Do they do blue with pink spots? I don't think so. Might have to wait a while for that one.
Unless you ask, particularly ask for that one.
But yeah, I mean, when we actually went down to choose the car, he comes up with a long list, and you click on that because we wanted the ones a Grandland X. So that was a specific model of the car that we wanted. So then he looks where the Grandland X's are that are available and what colour they're in, and how soon they can get them to you. So so yeah, it's sort of quite a process, but if you want a specific thing, then there might be a bit longer wait, if you know what I mean.
It would have booked before because we didn't have a car, did we?
Yeah.
But
So
sorry this time because we've got a car, so it doesn't matter.
yeah. Same as Chris says, at the time, we didn't have a car, so we were desperate to get a car. So well, basically, we, you know, there's this available, there's this available. So basically, we chose one that, whichever one we could get the quickest. My car is limited edition colour. It's called Go Faster Rust. But yeah, you know what I mean? If you want a specific colour, it's, you know, have they got any in? How long are you going to have to wait? It's the same as Chris says. Basically, when this is Lisa's up for renewal, we've got sort of that bit of leeway because we've already got a car. So we can sort of, you know, Chris says he wouldn't have a black in again because it shows too much muck up. But at the time, it were basically the only colour that they could get to us quick enough, if you know what I mean, or, you know. But it gives us that bit more leeway this time because you don't have to let this car go until you've actually sorted a delivery date. So on the day you go and pick your new car up, you basically drive down to the showroom and you just exchange one for another. How do I donate money in Super Chat? Can you use my iPhone? Yeah, you just, you know, the $sign. You just click on the $sign and it'll ask you how much you want to donate and pay now. Yeah, you've just got to enter your card details or whatever and press send now. Or I don't really know how it works. Chris knows because he keeps
press $sign and it will tell you exactly. Come up with a slider amount, £1, £2, whatever. Then you put it to your slider amount, and then you click pay now. Then it'll ask for your card details. Enter your card details, and it'll ask for your 3-digit code at the back. Put that in, and press pay now. And
jobs are good in. But yeah, Amjad and Adrian said they were coming tomorrow for a piece of
what?
Grasshopper pie tomorrow. So you'll late job because you don't even know where I live. Oh, all right then. Same as I say, I'm not under, you know, I don't sort of say to people,
no worries, man.
You know, Super Chat me now. It's there just in case anybody wants to, you know. But same as I say, you know, Tracy says you can keep car and you get money. But same as I said, It's nice. Well, we've never had that extra money, Tracy, so we don't miss it, if you know what I mean. So I'd sooner have a car that we can rely on, that I know that everything's took care of, you know, tax, insurance, everything. And that same as I said, what you never have, you never miss. So, because like it were, we just wanted the go ahead that I got the enhanced rate and mobility so we could get a car. I mean, it weren't so much about the money, because same as I said, you know, I'd already been getting a certain amount. So I never had the extra money, but we'd sooner have a car that we know that we can rely on and that it'll take us anywhere, basically. And you know, a good thing about it is you get RAC breakdown. You know, if you get a flat tire, you've just got to phone RAC, or you take it to a quick fit, get it fixed. If you get a crack at windscreen, you know, you ring Auto Glass. So basically, when you get the car, they give you a card with all the telephone numbers on that you need. You know, if you need to make an insurance claim, if you need to fix a chipping windscreen, or, you know, somebody vandalizes your car and slashes your tires or whatever, you know, somebody from Quick Fit will come out and change your tires for you. You know what I mean? Everything's covered, more or less. Only thing you've got to do is put petrol in it. We don't have to worry about renewing tax. We don't have to worry about renewing insurance or anything, because it's all covered. Okay then, Amjad, thank you for coming in, and I shall see you tomorrow night for grasshopper pie. So yeah, so same as I say, it's, you know, you ain't got to worry about nothing, only pouring petrol in.
And water when it runs out, which it has done.
Oh, yeah, pouring water in your washers and.
Yeah, I need to put something.
So you know, it's basically worry-free driving, if you know what I mean.
Yep. Except for idiots on road.
Oh dear. Yeah, well, you know, you have to change oil and you have to change water in thing, but like not so long back, we had a reminder. Please book it in for a service. Richard, he says, good night, bye, Amjad. So yeah, you know, everything. I mean, it even comes up on dashboard. Please book a service within like 6 or 8 weeks. I forget where it is now. It even comes up on your dashboard. You know, please remember to book him for a service, and they even come and collect it and bring it back to you.
Boom.
So, you know, you can't complain. Basically, they do everything, and when they do your service, obviously they change your air filter, they change your oil filter, they change your oil and all that, you know, all that malarkey. You don't have to worry about anything. Hey, guess
Here he is.
we've been worried about you, mister. He says, I need a service. We've been talking about you earlier on. Did you get my message?
No, they wait with bated breath.
Yeah. I sent you a message on Messenger, because you weren't in on Friday night, and somebody who I named in the message messaged me to see if I'd seen you. So yes, we've been worried about you. You hadn't done anything. Somebody reached out to me to see if I'd seen you, and I says, not since Tuesday. I says, but come to think of it, it wasn't in Friday night. So who was that? Begins with V and ends in L. So that was sort of like in early hours of Saturday morning, I think it were, when that person messaged me. And I sent you a message. And I says, you know, if you read it, just let me know that you're all right. Because that person was worried about you. Okay, then. No, not one of the Thunderbirds. No. See you.
See you later, Adrian.
Yeah, see you later, Adrian. It was a lady. Her name begins with V and ends in L. So yeah, should blow thunder. It's the drone seekers. It's V and L, and there's one letter in between. But yeah, it's hard to explain. They've started doing a drone show on a Sunday night, and apparently, yeah. Val, yes. He says, I've got you now. Her name's Val, and she messaged me. Yeah, says, oh, I've got you now. So yeah, same as I say, she reached out to me to see if I'd seen anything of you. And I says, last time I saw him was Tuesday evening. I says, he went in Friday night. I says, you've got me worried now. You don't know her, Kate. She's a lady that's into drones, and I don't think you know her. So basically, but she did ask me a question that somebody had said something had happened to her about a month ago, and I says no. I says I could tell you. I says he's been in my live streams every night up till Tuesday. Yeah, that's what she said to me. She said she'd heard a rumor that you died, and I says, well, unless somebody's coming into my live streams every night pretending to be him, I says, but I know it's not. It is him because of his wit. Yes, so that's one of the reasons why she was concerned, because she'd asked me if it were true, and I went, no, it's not true. So yeah. So now we've got that all straight, and we know we know you're all right. That's, so yeah. That's sorted and straightened out. But yeah. But I'm same as I say, I'm not. She probably told you who told her, but I'm not gonna sort of, spread gossip, if you know what I mean. She says she kind of freaked out when I popped up in the chat. Well, yeah, I mean, if you've been told that about me, I mean, you would freak out if next minute somebody pops up in chat who you've been told had passed away. But, this is our rumours and how they start, if you know what I mean. You know what I mean? It's and I says, well, I know it's definitely not true. I says, unless somebody's been coming into every single one of my live streams, I says, and pretending to be him. I says, no, it's not true at all. So I sort of put her straight on that one. I says, no, that what you've heard isn't true. So, I did put her straight on that one. But same as I say, now I know that you're all right, and you know, we were just a bit worried in case you were ill or something. Yeah. Well, you see, that's the best thing to do, Wakey. You know, it's a case of he said, she said, if you know what I mean. And you know what I mean. I don't believe anything until I hear it straight from horse's mouth, if you know what I mean. Oh, he says he is ill. Oh well. Same as I say, you know, so long as you're okay. Same as I said, if you want anything, just let us know. You know, but same as I said, unless I hear something straight from horse's mouth, I don't believe anything that, you know, because it's like a case of he said, she said, and I've heard this and I've heard that and I've heard other, and you know what I mean? It's, you know, it's a case of, you know, by the way, did you see that post on Facebook? No, I didn't.
What post on Facebook?
About Italian autopsies?
No.
No. But I hope you feel better soon anyway, Wakey. You know, I know what it's like to be ill and, you know. What was that all about then?
We wait with bated breath.
I don't even know what he's talking about. It's all right. We've been debating over what I should be making next week because I don't know whether to make them strawberry and white chocolate muffins that I made you over at weekend, or whether to make that white chocolate and berry pudding.
Ooh.
It's just the usual diabetes and kidney stone problems. Oh, but it's a bugger that I mean, I know. Because I've had gallstones. Oh, God, I won't wish that on my worst enemy.
Take your kidney stones out.
Sometimes they try to flush them out.
Yeah.
But, I mean, like me, I had gallstones, but I was pregnant at the time, so they couldn't do nothing about mine until after I'd had, you know, baby. But, like, 6 months after having him, I'd had that many problems and, you know, that many go adrift that it were, you know, we're buggered if we do and we're buggered if we don't. So, you know, I sympathise with you on that one, Wakey. But I know kidney stones and gallstones is different things, but you know. So yeah, I can sympathise with you there. I had a bad experience with the lasers treatment 2 years ago, just waiting to pass the rest of the fragments. Oh, we see when I had one go adrift in my bile duct and it was blocking my bile duct. And basically, I had to have a camera down my throat, but I had to go to a specialist hospital because the hospital that I was under had only got the endoscope bit, the camera bit. Well, I had to go to a specialist hospital because I had to have the camera, but with like a grabber thing on, and they like pour it down my throat into my stomach and crushed the stones. So, or like literally crushed the stone that were blocking my bile duct. So basically, you know, that solved that problem. But it was like, after that, I was getting, you know, like how they do kidney function tests and liver function tests. My liver were packing up. It were basically because I was going all bile soaking into my body. I was jaundiced and lot, and basically I went for like blood tests and whatever, and they says, well, basically, I don't know, liver function or my kidney function. It basically, it was failing. And basically, they said, well, we've got to do the. I'd lost about 4 stone, I think it was. They wanted me to lose 6, but they said to me, you know, we either do operation without you losing that extra 2 stone, or we don't do it and leave you and your kidney pack up altogether. So basically, you know, it were like 6 of one and half a dozen other. You know, because of the risk of the anaesthetic, they didn't want to operate, but because of the risk of me having kidney failure or liver failure, they had to do the operation. But we talking about like pre-keyhole surgery. I've got like a 10-inch scar on my tummy. You know, in the good old days where they just sliced you open and whipped it out, if you know what I mean.
Sounds good.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Nowadays, they do it via keyhole surgery. But this was like, you know, 27 years ago. So it was like pre-keyhole surgery, you know. So yeah. Yeah. I went through wars with it, you know what I mean? Right, it's 11:15. I know you've only just come in, Wakey, but I'm glad to see you here, and I'm glad you're all right. Hack 'em, crack 'em, and stack 'em. Yeah, more or less, that's what Wakey's put. Because if you didn't know, your gallbladder is round the back. So basically, what they have to do is cut you open and literally go round the back to get to your gallbladder. So yeah, you know, it wasn't the best of experiences, I can tell you that much. And I would like you don't really need your gallbladder anyway. And I've not had no ill effects to having mine out anyway. So Gordo said he had his kidney removed. Like, we see this like before keyhole surgery, Gordo. You know, I've got a scar about that big on my belly. You know, and it's, you know, it's just one of them things. Right, I'm going to get off. I'll see you all tomorrow evening for the grasshopper pie. And before Chris says he said, hey, grasshopper. So yeah, I will see you tomorrow evening on the, it's not baking because it's a no bake thing that I'm doing. So I will see you tomorrow evening. Grasshopper pie, no bake, with beetroot. No, Oreos. Grasshopper. Yeah, you'll probably hear that all night from Chris Gordo. So yeah, so tune in tomorrow for grasshopper pie, and I'll see you then. Bye.
Bye.